Okay, you guys, let's go through some stories today. The training page that we're going to work on is the biggest page that we have. But keep in mind when we're pointing the stories this time that a lot of the stuff's repeat. So, for instance, if we have 8 points on a story, we may want to go to 5 points because you guys have done a lot and you're going to be copying a lot of code. Like I said, this is a big stories we have. We have several images and text boxes on this. So let me go through the mock-up, and then we'll see that everybody understands everything. If we have any questions for Anya, we can go from there. So this one is, as an owner, I need to have a training page on the website so that the customers can see what classes are offered and register. So this is the front end. The acceptance criteria is the same as what we've had on all the other pages. You got the logo, the menu bar, the icons to Facebook, the content is in the middle. Then we have the register for Scrum Master training button, which is new. Name of the company and everything at the bottom for terms and conditions. So that's all the same. Let's go through one of the mock-ups here. So this one is a picture of the training one. As you can see, it's the same as all the other ones at the top. So you guys can copy that. There's a paragraph and a description page that we can get from that other sheet that Anya keeps track of all the content on that one website, that you guys can pull all that down. And then the next page is all on one page, but they split it up here. It's going to be more images, more description. Again, more images and more description. There's a lot of images on this one. And then at the bottom is the same stuff that you guys are used to doing, the name, the address, and the Let's Chat button. So it's pretty much the same, except all the images and a lot of descriptions. So, do you guys have any questions on that? We could talk through, let's talk through the acceptance criteria really quick. Logo, motto, and text is in black font color at the top of the screen. You're used to that one. Menu to the other websites is in the top right-hand corner, where the Facebook icons are. The icons and Instagram appear as shown on the mock-up. The content provided in the middle screen. Anya, let's verify you have all the content for this one because we're waiting on terms and conditions. Okay. And let's get that. Make sure you check everyone because there's a lot of images on this one. Okay. Register for Scrum Master Training here button. So there's a little button you're going to add to register for this Scrum Master Training. And on this story, you just put the button there. It won't have any functionality. And the name of the company, email address, same stuff is at the bottom of the screen. So, you guys comfortable with this story? You guys know kind of point-wise? You guys ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, ready. All right, you ready to hold your points up? 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have an 8, an 8, and a 5.
I'm good with an 8. Testing won't really increase for me, but there's more for the developers to do.
Because all the images and all that. So, okay, you guys all good with 8? Okay, let me add 8 points to this story. Let's move on to the next one. So the next story is number 59. This one is, so we had 5 points on all of these, on this one. A lot of it's the same information that can be copied from the home page. So let's go through this one really quick. So this one is, as an owner, I need to have a working training page on the website so that customers can click on the links. So this is back end, and the links will work properly. Menu buttons work so they can navigate the icons at the top like we had at everyone. Register for Scrum Master Training, here is the button. When they hit the button, it goes to the classes offered page. And then the terms and conditions. The mock-up's very similar to the rest of them. This one's pretty straightforward, you guys. All pretty much the same. And Anya, I want you to verify you have all that information for this one. Okay. Any questions on this one?
No questions.
Okay, are you guys ready to point?
Yes.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
3.
3. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, I think a lot of it can be copied over, so it should be pretty quick.
Okay, good. I'll put 3 points on that. All right, next story is number 64. Let's see what that one is. This one's a front end one. It's similar to the other pages we've done, so this one's pretty straightforward too. It's just the front end portion, not the back end. Let me find 64 here. Did I pass it? Oh, there it is. Okay. As an owner, I need to have a class payment page so that students can enter their payment information. So this is the front end. So this is going to be a lot easier than the back end because the payment piece, you know, we're going to have to get into more details in the next story. So same thing, the logo, motto, text, and the, you know, same font at the beginning. This is the actual, their drawing. So you can see here it's got payment information and some text in the Pay Now button. So the next story we go through is going to go into more details on this. But the bottom part and the top part's exactly the same, but it's just going to be this pay part that's completely different. And it's front end only. Any questions for Anya on this one, or you guys think you got this one down? It's pretty easy. Okay, so you guys ready to point?
Yes.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Good, all 5s. All right, we'll mark that one as 5. The next one is going to be the hard one. All right, so this is the back end portion, and we need to tie into the PayPal system. So a payment system, so people can put their credit cards on there, and it's safe. That's why the owner went through PayPal, because then the responsibility's off of him. There might be firewall things and stuff you guys have to look into for that. So let me find this story here, and then we'll talk through it. So I don't think you guys have experience with PayPal. Has anybody done any of that?
No, we haven't done any of that yet, so I think we might need to do some research first.
Okay. Let's talk through this story, and then if we want to open a spike, maybe we can. Let's see. As an owner, I need to have working class payment page so that students can enter their payment information and the links all work. And with the links, that's the same links as you guys have already done, the Facebook links and all that. But the payment part is going to be the tricky part. So number 3 here, the acceptance criteria. Students can enter their payment information, including the name on the card, their credit card number, and their expiration date. Then there's going to be a Pay Now button that allows the students to make the payment through PayPal. Let's take a look at the screen again one more time. Yeah, so this is going to be the new box, and then this Pay Now button will have to, you know, you'll have to be able to click on that, and then the credit card number and everything comes up. So that's how you guys, that one's going to work. And you guys have the actual, he drew these out on paper that we upload it into here for the wireframes. So you guys also can look at these on the paper too. Should we open a spike on this to do research on PayPal? Sandeep, are you thinking yes or no, or?
No, I don't think it'll be too bad. Let's see how pointing goes.
Okay, so let's all put our points up, and then since this is bigger, we might want to break it down. So are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. 13, 21, 20. Okay, so you guys know 21s are not possible, and 13s I don't like. I hate 13s and always make you guys break those down. So,
I'm going to have a lot of testing, and we need to make sure everything is secure.
yeah, because of the credit card stuff. So how about this? Why don't I open another story and break the credit card functionality out completely into a separate story? So everything else will be here, the buttons you guys need to do, the back end, have the back end story like we did for all the other ones.
Right.
And then I will do a separate story for the credit card part, and then we'll point that separately. So why don't we go ahead and do points for just the regular stuff that you guys usually do. And I'm going to do this offline so I don't take you guys' time up. I would update the JIRA with all this information. So why don't we go ahead and point what you guys would do on a regular story like the other stories without the credit card functionality. You guys ready?
Yes.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. 3s. Okay, good. So I'm going to go ahead and add 3 points to this story. I'm going to pull out the functionality for the credit card payment system, and I'll open a brand new story for that. So I want you guys to think about this for a minute. Let's figure out how many points you guys think just for the credit card functionality. It's a separate story. You guys think about how many points you think we want to do for that story alone, separate. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Lucky
13 lucky. 2 13s and 8. See, Sandeep just thinks he's got this. I think he may have done this before, and he's going to study it tonight. So, what do you think, Sandeep? Are you okay with 13 if we go 13 points?
I'm okay with 13 points. There's a learning curve on this one. And like Jenny said, it has to be secure with credit card information.
Right, that's a big one. Probably a lot of testing for you. Okay, so why don't you guys start? I'll get the story created and put 13 points on it. If you guys get into the story and it gets really hard and we need to do a spike, we can add a research story to it. let's go from there. So I'm gonna put the points on here, and while you're working on all this other stuff, you guys can kind of look into the PayPal stuff.
Sounds good.
And then we can talk about it at our next refinement meeting. But I think we're good for time. I think we have enough stories. We got the training page stories, pretty much we went through them, so I think we're in pretty good shape,
I think so.
you know, getting everything up
Yes.
to date.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we got more stories pointed. You guys kind of look at PayPal, and then we'll go from there. All right? Thanks, you guys. We'll
Thank
see you
you.
later.
Thank you.